All right, we're back. So in continuance, I want you to understand the gravity of what I'm sharing with you. So I want you to understand that the whole country went from being a sovereign nation to a business corporation. Government went from being basically, in my opinion, a government represented by the people, for the people, of the people, into a government represented by corporations, right? Your human rights went from being uh, freedom and autonomy now to being basically a corporate instrument or a straw man device, which means that you pretty much don't have any human rights existent in the corporate system unless you understand how to exercise your rights. I'm not saying that they don't exist, right? But everything is kind of monetized, and what that means is that in the judicial system, or what we refer to as the legal system, right? A lot of the human rights are no longer exercised unless you invoke uh, your right to have those rights exercised for you where they work to your benefit. So I'm gonna give you an example on the other hand of how uh, the martial law system works. So let's say you're going down the street in your car, right? You get pulled over. You really didn't do anything. You actually, the officer says, "Well, hey, you ran a red light or whatever." They always ask you specifically for the driver's license and the ID because those are the straw man instruments, right? And on that driver's license, you have a picture of you. But keep in mind that if you set the driver's license on the car and ask the officer to ask the driver's license if it could talk, can it talk? It's a dead instrument. It's an instrumentality. It's a straw man device. But yet, because you have possession of it, that's the very thing that they have control over. So that's going to be the very thing that the charge is written against. That's the very thing that the accusation is written against, because the accusation is coded based upon a statutory principle, right? That is paired with the corporate structure linked to the straw man. And so that is what we need to understand. That's a process that we need to understand, because that process has been systematically unleashed, on Black and brown communities for the last 5 decades, and it's worked to perfection, because most people don't know the difference between what's considered a statutory law and a private right that you have. And that's one of the reasons that I wanted to get on this channel and disseminate this information. I'm gonna get to the next video.